Okay, so guys, today's lesson is just kind of background knowledge and review from 7th and 8th grade. If this is new material, no worries. When you get in class, we can look over some of the things that you might need a little more practice in. But operations review of this, and this. Okay, now this addition, which then also goes into sum, this subtraction, which also is difference, multiplication, product, division, which is quotient. When working with word problems, especially in algebra, and they're wanting to do a algebraic expression and they give you a word problem and you have to write the expression, these are some things that you definitely need to know. 2 times a number plus 5. Okay, a number is our unknown, which that needs to be your variable. Now this is the other thing. With a variable, you can use any variable. So you decide, and so this algebraic expression would be 2x plus 5. We're understanding these terms and how they're useful in math is when they write out an algebraic expression in words, you can then take the written version and make an algebraic expression. So first one, start off easy. 7 more than n. More than refers to addition. So when you look at this equation, it's going to be n plus 7 because the more than is indicating this has to be more than 7. Then down here, 7 less than 3 times a number. Well, less than, that means to subtract, and I have to do 3 times a number first. So 3, I'm just going to put x minus 7. That would be our answer. That's why it's good to know what our operations are and the terminology behind those operations. I'm going to give you 5 examples on the next sheet. I want you to pause the video at this point and then complete them, then continue the video to make sure you're doing it correctly. So the first one is the product of C and 15. Product tells me what? It's to multiply. So I'm taking my 2 terms, which is 15 and C, 15C. And remember, if there's no sign, it means to multiply. And that's my algebraic expression for that one. Quotient of 17 and K. So when we're dealing with quotient of 17 and K, we look and think about what quotient means. That means to divide, and then it's divide the first number by the second number. So that means K is going to go on the bottom of the equation and 17 is going to go on the top. Or K into 17, or 17 divided by K. Any one of those is acceptable. the product of 5 and a number. They're not giving you the variable. You get to decide the variable. So the product of 5 and a number, I'm just going to use A. So 5A is my algebraic expression. Then the last one, the sum of 13 and twice a number. Yet again, they do not give us a variable, so you get to decide. I'm going to give you N. The sum of, that means to add. Twice means to multiply. So, and multiply by how many? 2. So 2n plus 13. Those are your algebraic expressions for those examples. Now, I'm going to give you another example, and we can do it step by step together. The total cost is the number of cans times $70. So, you're actually going to have 2 variables. Now, in a lot of these equations, you can do the first step, let x, let y. So we know exactly what variable is talking about what. So when I have total cost, let's do x is the total cost. I don't know what's going on. Okay, and y is going to be the number of cans. Okay, and so the total cost is the number of cans, so that's going to be y, times $70, and that's going to equal. So equal, x is going to be my total cost, and then what do I have to do for my algebraic expression here? I'm going to do $70 times y, because that's the number of cans. So that means the cans times $70 is going to give me x. And in this situation, you stop there. So it literally is going to look like this. And that is your answer. You can't solve because A, you do not have a variable value for y or x. They just want to know that you're able to take what is written and make a mathematic algebra expression. So I'm going to give you another example, actually 2 examples. What I want you to do is see if you can figure out how to get those algebraic expressions done. Okay, the first example, the perimeter of a square equals 4 times the length of a side. Well, we have to remember a couple of things. Perimeter, what is for perimeter? Well, it is side plus side plus side. Where, when we're doing perimeter, all of the sides are equal. So 4 times the length of a side, so that means let S be side, let P be perimeter, and so my equation is 4S equals P. Is the number of slices of pizza left from an 8-slice pizza after you have eaten some slices. So let B be the number left, let E be eaten. So then 8 minus E gives you B. If you finished that up, what I want you to do is make sure your game is done and ready for today's class.